I feel like my life is evolving. I'm evolving into the woman that I really want to become or want to be, and I love it so much for me, like literally. So whenever you start to evolve and like really transform your life and change and grow into the woman that you are destined to be, because let me tell you something, you cannot be who you're not supposed to be. You're only going to be who God wants you to be and who you're destined to be, your destiny. No matter what nobody try to do, no matter what, you can only be you. You can try to be other people and imitate other people, but it won't work. It won't feel good. So I want to be who I'm genuinely supposed to be, and it's a beautiful soul. I always knew this life was mine. I mean, God basically been giving me this life. I just didn't see it. I had to wake up and realize the life that I had in front of me and appreciate it and elevate it, and grow. Because my life, like I was saying, my life has always been this life. It just was on different levels. So as you grow, things change. So I was sitting here, y'all all know that I own a business, I own a spa, and I was like just thinking about like elevating that as well, because I feel like everything goes in order. So the first thing you have to do in order to elevate your life, you have to elevate it in sections. So I feel like section one is your home. I feel like if your home is in shambles or is not proper, you cannot elevate anywhere else in your life. If you are trying to go out and elevate a business, elevate at your job, whatever you decide that you want to do, but you come home to chaos, to stress, to drama, you will not be able to elevate, and you will not be able to elevate. So in order for you to elevate, you have to do it in sections. So the first things first is you have to fix your home, because you can wake up in the morning and you can be in a great mood. If your house is dirty or you're in a bad relationship, in a toxic relationship or whatever it is, your mindset will totally flip. You can leave and go to work and switch that mindset and pretend like everything is wrong, because some people are trained that way. And at one time I was as well, because when I would get to the job, I would just forget everything and I would leave home at home and work at work. But at the same time, you still will not be able to totally elevate into the woman or the man that you want to be. So you have to do it in sections. So first thing you have to do is elevate your home by getting it decluttered, getting it clean, getting it organized, in any way that is your way. I mean, you could look at some of these influencers like with all this stuff. You gotta live your life where you the way in your by your means and get your house the way you need it for yourself. So it starts at home. Your home, your car, get it clean, get it organized. That way your mind can be at ease. You're not waking up digging and confused and all that stuff like that. That's number one. Then once you get that situated, if you're living with if you have a toxic marriage, toxic relationship, get counseling, get that fixed, because you cannot truly elevate with that type of atmosphere. Your atmosphere is very important, and every aspect of your atmosphere needs to be looked at, and you need to get it fixed. Then you can go ahead, and if you are an entrepreneur, you can take your mind is clear, your home is decluttered, your house is clean. You can go and you can focus on your business. You can start elevating that. And now that I have been looking into things on a so now that I have that all situated, now I can look at my business on a whole new standpoint. Because a lot of times, honestly, I use school and I use my businesses to not think about things that were going on in my heart, in my home, in my mind. That was like a drug, literally. Like some people might do drugs or drink alcohol, self-medicate to forget problems. I went to school. I got certifications. I opened businesses. I started selling things. I did this, I did that. That's why I have so many degrees, so many certifications, all that stuff, because I use that as a self-medicating drug to forget what was really bothering me on the inside. That's not good. It's good and it's bad, because now I have all these certifications. I can do whatever I want. But then it's not good because I had never truly healed until now at age 45. So you have to really slow down and take a look at yourself if you want to elevate and figure out what your destiny truly is. Okay? So as I'm elevating and learning, I did all the work. I'm still doing the work. I'm not perfect. When I tell y'all I dig deep inside, I dig deep. I started from a childhood trauma that I have been holding in for years, that I let people know, so many things. Every relationship that I had, I looked at it and like I prayed and I gave my life totally to God, and I have dig so deep. I have a psychiatrist, like I see a psychiatrist, I have a counselor. And because before you can truly elevate, you have to really be you gotta really dig, babe. You gotta really dig. So let me tell y'all something. Whenever I was diagnosed with cancer for the second time around, I took my chemo and everything, and then I had a surgery. So I had my breast reconstruction. I took my stomach and I made me a breast. Okay, so um the the one of the cuts on my stomach somehow some way reopened. I don't know. I probably was doing too much because I have a hard head and I do not stay still. So the cut reopened and did not want to heal. So I had to get home health, and I also had to go to wound care. I think like 2 or 3 times a week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly. So when we're in wound care, I was like, okay, how does this work? Because I'm afraid. I never dealt with this. So like I was saying, so I started wound care. Y'all, I told this story to a tenant at my spot, and she literally you used my story and made it her own. That's another thing. I may start exposing devils because I have a lot of devils that have been on my back. But God had always told me keep quiet. So until He told me expose y'all, y'all free to continue. But anyway, sorry, I had to say that. But let me tell y'all. So when I went to wound care, I was like, okay. So they say this is what we do. We reopen it. We dig in the wound. We dig in it. We reopen the scar. We dig in it. We take away all the debris and all that stuff like that, so that way it can heal properly. Y'all, wound care is very painful. Very, 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 very painful. So, but the moral to the story is, in order for you to truly heal, it's just like wound care. You have to dig in the wound, reopen it, get out all that dirt, get out all that debris, so that you can truly heal and reach your destiny. Like, for real, for real. In order for you to elevate and become the woman or the man you want to be, you have to really dig and dig down and get it out. So, the moral to the story is, with my next I'm gonna be rebranding in my whole entire business, but I'm gonna do it the right way this time. I'm gonna do it the right way this time, and I'm gonna give everybody advice step by step, because there are things you really need to follow when you truly want to elevate and you truly want to grow your business, your life, or anything. You know what I'm saying? And there was a few parts that I missed. And in order for me to elevate where I want to elevate within my life and in my business, I have to rebrand. So as I do it, I'm gonna share it with y'all as I go, and hopefully I can help somebody. Because one thing, I'm not gonna gatekeep. I wish someone had sit and talked to me, but when you start decluttering and really tapping in and becoming, God is gonna send you what you need to know. Because I was just literally sitting here and I was like, okay, so I need to do it, and I'm like, wait. So I don't even know how the thought came to my mind for me to check into this, and I'm like, whoa, you know. And I can't say everything just yet. I will eventually, but y'all, there's a lot of steps when you're truly branding your business. A lot of steps. So as I rebrand the proper way, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know every step. I'm gonna share it with y'all, and y'all gonna see it unfold and stuff. And I am super excited, and I'm very pleased with my life. I owe everything to the Most High. Like, honestly, I'm thankful. Like, I'm thankful for one, that God allowed me to go through the things that I went through. The past, I was first diagnosed with cancer at age 26. I'm now 45. Next year it's gonna be 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm so thankful that God allowed me to see 20 years, to see my kids, to see my grandkids, because y'all, I was really close with a lot of beautiful women that passed away, with breast cancer, and it really hurts my heart. Like, it breaks my heart, And I know a lot of people may not understand the way I move, but I move the way I move because I just have to, Like, I don't look at things a lot of ways that I used to look at things. And y'all, although sometimes I just be wanting to tap into the old Janae and I just be like, nah, just chill. Because, I'm so grateful that God kept me. You know what I'm saying? I am so grateful that He kept me. So I just be saying, just chill. But y'all, life is what you make it, and your mindset is truly important. There's a lot of things you have to look over, look past, ignore, in order to continue to grow and become the woman or the man that you want to be. And y'all gonna see the new branding, because y'all, this time I'm talking to my attorneys before I do anything. The first time I talked to my attorneys after I did a lot of things, and it was too late. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna cost some money, but at the end it's gonna all pay. It's gonna all work out. So I hope this was good. I don't know where it came from. I just wanted to talk to y'all, and I will see y'all soon, because I feel like yapping today. Bye.